Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. We're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on Facebook.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Ladies and gentlemen, fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one incredibly amazing ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube. Tonight we have with us the driver of the number 18 quarter midget. He comes to us from the East Coast. We're going to be talking to Brayden, aka B Plunkert, with us tonight. Welcome to the show, Brayden.
Yep, thank you.
So Brayden, being we're on YouTube, we're going to go ahead and start things way off with, how it all began for you. All right. How did this all begin for you? This whole racing adventure for you?
So how it all began for me is, so I started off as a rookie. They brought us up in the tower. They had this little blue painter's tape as like a small little oval track, and they had little Hot Wheels cars that were numbered on it. And they would show you the line around it. So then we go out for our first time in the car. So my first time, I didn't know what I was doing. So when I was in Red Rookie, I would let go the gas in the center of the corner instead of just gunning it all the way around the track. But then after like a year or two, I started getting better and better, and I started gunning it and winning more races. Then I moved on to blue, which that got a little harder for me because a little more competition.
Oh yeah. So from Red Rookie to Blue Rookie, and you said, Red Rookie was okay, but Blue Rookie kind of, got the competition a little bit more tougher on you. So,
Yeah.
So what is some of the different things that you do to your car from Red Rookie to Blue Rookie?
Well, in Blue Rookie, you can sort of do the same thing, just with a little bit more power. So when you're going into the corner, you want to let go of the gas just a slight bit and then get right back on the gas, and then you get power in the corner.
Okay, all right. So Brayden, then you went from Blue Rookie to Junior Honda?
So when I moved up to Junior Honda, it was a lot harder for me because we didn't have the best equipment, because we had like some engine named like Buckhead or something like that. We didn't have like Leather or Mafia on ours. Like, we didn't get those engines yet because we didn't know those were a brand yet.
Okay. So you didn't know those were a brand yet. Probably was a struggle for you in the very beginning, right? To get up to speed and, say, okay, what, this is what it's going to be like. We've got to figure out we can gain some ground here. So then you got with Mafia and things changed, I bet, right?
Yeah, because then our car had a lot more power that I haven't felt yet. But after I got into that power, I started getting used to it, and then I started to get more top fives and top threes.
Okay, top fives and top threes with more power. That helps out quite a bit, doesn't it, Brayden?
Yep.
So Brayden, okay, so what is your favorite part about racing now? Let's talk about is your favorite part about racing winning, or do you just enjoy being at the track?
I sort of just enjoy being at the track, talking to some of my friends, like what we're gonna be doing and all, like how the track is and all.
Okay. So talking about the track, do you go out and study the track and just say, okay, this is what the track's doing right now. We need to make these changes right now?
Yeah, like if my car, let's say if I look at the track and it's not really gripped up yet, and I go out for like warm-ups or something like that for my heat, and I say my car's tight after the heat, so we sometimes like loosen it up a little bit, or we just keep it the same because we don't know what it's going to be for the feature for the A main event.
Okay, alrighty, okay. So Brayden, how much success have you had as a race car driver over the years since it all began for you?
I have been having a lot more success this year. I flipped that Indy, and then we got more fixed, and then I was just rolling after.
Okay, alrighty. So you're gonna race talking about racing, and you said you had some problems earlier this year, with Indy, and then things changed for you. So are you kind of building on the momentum from what happened at Indy and just kind of building on that momentum going into the next races that you're racing?
Yeah, I'm sort of building on like how I should enter the corner and how I should get out of the corner. Like, should I just gas it right away, or should I just ease on the gas and then just gun it at the end?
Okay. So, talking about the rest of your season, do you have anything big that you're doing the rest of the season as far as racing wise? Any big races you got coming up that, hey, you got your eyes on?
I think we might be going to up at Illinois. I'm pretty sure we're going up. Maybe if we don't, we're probably going to get our engines rebuilt. So
Okay. Okay. So Brayden, I know you said the number 18 is your number, and if I remember right, you did tell me a long time ago that Kyle Busch is your favorite driver, right?
yeah, that used to be one of my favorite drivers. Now I've been falling off because I've been watching a lot of videos of how he sort of acts and all that stuff.
So who is your new favorite driver, Brayden? Who do you
So
follow now?
one of my new favorite drivers is Chase Elliott or Brad Keselowski.
Okay, already very cool. Those are some pretty good role models right there.
Yep.
Definitely. And Brayden, who do you have for sponsors on your race car? Who helps you out with that race car
So
from week to week?
my sponsors on that race car is True Power Electric, Sensi. I'm trying to get a little bit more. Like, I'm trying to get some auto shop stuff too, so I can do a little bit better.
Okay. So Brayden, who works on your car then?
My poppy works on my car. I help him work on the car because the driver's supposed to tell the handler what's going on with the car, if I have enough power or if I don't.
Okay. So you said you're trying to get more sponsors. Have you been talking to some sponsors?
Yeah, I've been talking to like a towing company, but they said they won't sponsor me. A lot of places won't sponsor me for some reason, but
Just keep
yep.
the thought process going, saying, you know what, even though you ain't gonna sponsor me, I'm just gonna go on to the next person and just keep after it, and good things will happen for you. Good things will happen for you.
Yep.
Yeah, and something, Brayden, I'll tell you what. I seen last year you drove your friend Evan's car during his race. I bet you that was pretty spectacular, right?
Yeah, first time in the world, I was doing pretty good.
Yep. Yep. I bet you, like I said, I bet you that was something to be proud of. Hey, I got to drive Evan's car. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Brayden, do you, okay, when you're out there racing and stuff like that, do you like going 3 wide, 2 wide? Or do you get nervous in them situations?
Like, if I'm going free wide and I'm in the center, I'll back off so I'm not squished together in the center, because that's how most flips happen. If you're squished
Okay.
or some big wrecks happen.
Okay. Alrighty. So have you been hurt in a race car at all?
I think the one at Indy was one of my worst, because when I hit the wall, my right rear hit, but then I turned this way. I went like this, and my head hit the ground. But then
Ooh.
I had lower back pain. I was just like, oh. So I got out of the car for a little bit, stood up, then I got back in. And then my crew tried to fix it back up, but we ran out of time.
Wow. 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 So how's your motor program this year? Has it been okay? Or are you guys having some motor issues too?
Well, for the world, we got the world and unrestricted dialed in. We're just trying to get the 160 dialed in, because that one's kind of funky. Like, we changed a little bit, but then we put it on the scales, and then it was a little different than we thought it was.
Okay, so when it comes to acting funky with the different things with the 160, what kind of changes can you make to your 160 to give it that increased edge and stuff like that?
Like, me and my poppy noticed that we were like 153, so we were about 10ish pounds over.
Okay.
So we pounds out, and then I'm pretty sure we put 75 in the left rear, because that's how you turn around the track a little more. You gotta have a little more rear bite then.
Yeah, Brayden, I'm glad that you're still racing. I appreciate that you're still an awesome race car driver. And I never forget that you guys kept come on the racing show and talk about your racing careers. That's something I always remember when I go to events. So we got, this is who I've had. This is who I'm helping out with their racing careers. Having them on my racing show. Brayden, too, being you're looking for new sponsors, I would kind of like to throw this out there for you. If there's anybody out there that would like to help Brayden Plunkert and his racing team out, reach out to Nick Baginski or Jesse Plunkert Baginski or Brayden's Poppy or even Brayden, because they would appreciate the sponsorship on Brayden's race cars he gets further into his racing career. So, Brayden, do you have any idea what you want to race next after quarter midgets?
Well, after quarter midgets, I think my next step, I think I might go to outlaw carts or like a crate or a limited late model.
Okay, very cool, very cool. Brayden, if you get into a late model, you may end up coming out here, and I may get to see you race once in a while.
Yep.
We have a track out here, Brayden. You'd be thrilled at. We have, it's called Jackson Motorplex, and that's a 4/10 mile dirt track.
I think my mom's been there a couple times, and my aunt's been.
Yeah, but out here it's pretty insane with dirt track racing. Definitely. Yeah. Maybe one of these days we can get you in an IMCA car out here too. You can go out and have some fun with the IMCA guys.
Yeah.
We have a kid out here, Brayden, that you would be totally inspired by, and you can go over and talk. You can go over and talk to him anytime, and that's Jaden Larson. Jaden's 16 years old. He's running a 700 horsepower dirt mod.
Nice.
How'd you like to be behind the wheel of that power?
I like that power too.
And the thing is Brayden, the way his car is set up, he can literally three-wheel it all the way around the half-mile dirt track.
Oh.
You have one wheel in the air and the rest is on the ground. You're three-wheeling it. Yeah. But Brayden, thank you for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us all about your racing career. Okay, you're racing. What classes are you racing now with quarter midgets?
I'm racing heavy 160, unrestricted animal, and heavy world. We're thinking putting the unrestricted to giving it to somebody or keeping it for Nicholas.
Okay.
Then we're gonna change the heavy 160, put the unrestricted motor in that. But Nicholas is next year, he'll be in seniors, and I'm gonna put him in senior animal. So I'm gonna be running Baker engine for my unrestricted and leather. I think leather for my world. Okay.
So I got a question for you there. Brayden, do you still have the dinosaur car or the car that's got the skeleton on it?
Yeah, the shark car. I have that world has. I put a wrap on that has a shark on it. It's a red, black, and white. And I still got the blue shark car. Okay,
very cool. Very cool. I like that paint scheme on your car. That's pretty cool, Brayden. That's really cool. So have you started school yet, Brayden?
I'm starting next week on, I'm pretty sure, Friday.
Okay. All righty. So Brayden, thank you again for being on the racing show with me. Do you have anything you want to say to the kids out there to help get them to my racing show and to also, help get them in a race car?
Well, to all them young drivers that want to be a race car driver, never give up from your dreams. Okay,
very cool. Very cool, Brayden. So, Brayden, another thing too, I was going to ask you, what do you have in your car to help protect you from getting really badly hurt?
Well, we have seat belts, we have like a neck harness and helmets and arm straps. Like once you're in the bigger cars, like late models, you don't have to have arm straps because your arms are kind of already in the car because you're in a bigger body.
Okay.
But like a sprint car, you don't need arm straps for the bigger classes, but for quarter midgets, since you're in like a smaller space, sort of, you kind of have to, because if you're in a flip, your arms can come out of the car, and then
another thing too, Brayden, when you get in the car and you're getting ready to go out for your feature or your heat races or stuff like that, do you listen to a particular song to help you get you focused on your iPod, or do you just kind of get focused all by yourself?
I kind of use music sometimes, or I sometimes don't use music. Depends how I'm in the mood. Like if I'm want to go out. Like right now, I kind of want to listen to some music, but if I'm like chilled out a little bit, I don't really want to.
Okay, who's one of your favorite bands to listen to, Brayden?
One of my favorite bands. I listen to many different bands, so I think probably Imagine Dragons or some
Okay, cool. Very cool.
classic.
You like classic rock too, huh?
Yep.
That a boy. You know who my favorite classic rock band is, Brayden?
No.
Def Leppard. Have you ever heard of Def Leppard?
I think yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah, very good band. Very good band. So Brayden, like I said, thank you again for being on the racing show with me tonight. Another one, is there anything, like, hey, is there any like superstitious things that that you don't do on race day?
Well, if I don't do anything on race day, I normally play like tennis on my steering wheel with a couple of my friends or just with random people online to see how they drive around. Because some of them can be a little janky and all.
Oh yeah. But yes, Brayden, thank you again for being on the racing show with me tonight, talking to us about your racing career. At the end of your season, can I have you back on with me again?
Yeah.
Okay, I will call you in person to thank you in just a few minutes here, Brayden. With that being said, Brayden, I want to thank you again for being on the racing show with me tonight. It's been a pleasure talking to you. So I'm going to let you go, Brayden. I'm going to give some results as to what has happened this weekend in racing, and I will call you as soon as I get done going live here, okay? Okay. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give you some results as to what happened this weekend in racing. First off, you had Ryan Blaney that won the NASCAR race at Daytona. Okay. Your regular season NASCAR champion is Kyle Larson. That's pretty cool, all in all. Well, then on top of that, you have in the quarter midget stuff, you have got uh, Reed Whitney that won quite a few of the classes he was in for the quarter midgets. USAC that 25 quarter midgets down in Daytona. Then you had also the Peels. They did really well down at Daytona also. But then again, you turn around and on quarter midgets also that have had really good success, like Daytona and stuff like wise. Zach Weigel did okay down there. He did rather well down there, yes, down at Daytona. But then also another kid that I've had on my racing show that did really well down there, and I have to give a huge compliment to him, and that's Zeke Bergenti. Zeke picked up 2 wins down at the USAC that 25 national event in Daytona. So congratulations to all of them guys there. They did a very well down there. Also, Cannon Posey at US 24 Speedway, he set a new track record in his micro sprint. Congratulations to Cannon Posey. But yes, definitely, ladies and gentlemen. So yes, and eventually we're going to have some pretty good. We've got other really good drivers coming on board with us. But definitely, and good luck to everybody that's racing coming up. This weekend, I believe Carter Evans, who's on my racing shirt, he's going to be racing either next weekend or the following weekend. He's going to be down in Newton. But good luck to Carter when he goes down to Newton. And Jimmy Johnson's been testing at IndyCar at Texas. So yes, definitely. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all pretty cool news right there. Talking about racing, that's everything there. And good luck to the Mateer 01 racing team. They're going to need a lot of luck on their side because they've had some bad luck this year. They blew up their second motor in 2 years. Good luck to them. Good luck to Nate Sokolsky also. He blew his motor last night, so good luck to Nate. Hopefully he can figure something else out there. Good luck to all the drivers racing at Boone coming up. Boone Super Nationals is just around the corner. And good luck to Dolan Murdy and Damon Murdy down at Boone as they get ready to go down and tear up the track down in Boone for the IMCA Boone Super Nationals coming up. And Dolan Murdy won again last weekend, I believe. I'm trying to remember where he was at last weekend, but he won his main event soccer race where he was racing at this last weekend. And his dad, I believe, finished second, but definitely congratulations to Dolan. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to let you go. Have a good night. Talk to you later on another episode of the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on YouTube. Fasten your seatbelts, hold on tight. You're in for one crazy ride tonight on the Josh Nolan Full Throttle Racing Show. #1 on Facebook.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.